Hi class, welcome to another tutorial on CS384. This time we are going to look on break, pass and continue. So these are three keywords that are used usually with the looping statements. You can use it elsewhere also, but they are used with looping statements. Okay, so directly jumping into the example, as always, import os.system. If you are on Windows, you have the cls command to clear terminal, and os.system as a clear command if you are on Mac on Linux, right? Just Mac and Linux user uncomment this line and comment this line. Okay, now we will see what happens with the continue, right? So let us see the output for continue statement. So in this, what I'm doing for letter in Python. So Python is a string, so I will process it character by character, P, Y, T, H, O, N. So let us just first print the variable. So what happens for letter in Python? Current letter is P, Y, T, H, O, N, right? This is clear because the standard for loop. Now let's see what happens. Now I am saying if letter is equal to H, right? Initially it will read P, it won't match, no issues, it will print current letter, Y, T, then when it encounters H, okay, it says if letter is equal to H, obviously at some point H will come, then you continue. So what does the meaning of continue mean? From this point, the moment continue is encountered, the cursor basically goes to the start of the loop. So this won't be printed for continue, right? So what will happen? Pyt will print the moment it comes to H. It will skip all the remaining statements here and then go back to the for loop, right? So let us now see the output of it. So you see Pyt, there is no H here. After T directly there is O, because the moment H came, I saw continue and then I went directly to the start of the loop, right? Even if there are multiple lines here. So just let me write a simple double stars. Okay. So when I say this, you see I am printing P, I am printing then double star, then I am printing Y double star into 5. T, the moment H comes here, the moment I see continue, now the cursor will go back to this position. Okay. So then after H, it comes O, then O it prints O, then N it prints N, the string and the program ends. Okay, so this is how continue works. If you want to see a PowerPoint presentation for this, so continue is like this. You enter the loop, you test the expression of the loop, whether it is true or false. If it is false, then definitely you exit the loop. If it is true, you execute the statements of the loop. And if you encounter a continue, again on continue, what you do, you see directly go to the test of the loop, yeah, where the expression is tested. But if there is no continue, you execute the remainder of the loop. So you can see here, if you are encountering a continue, you don't execute the remainder, right? So the moment you encounter a continue, you directly go to this point. You don't execute the remainder. So when there is no continue, you will execute the remainder of the statements. Okay. Similarly, we have a concept of break. Break does exactly the opposite of continue. So what happens with break is, break checks that, okay, the moment I'm encountering the character H, the moment break is encountered, it will move out of the loop. See, break is a part of this for loop, right? This is a part of this for loop. It will directly come out of the loop. Now just let us check. We will run the code. Okay, so for letter in Python, letter is, so first P will come, P is not equal to H, so the entire if loop is false. It will just say print letter is P, then print letter is Y, T. The moment it comes to H, it says, okay, letter is equal to H is equal to H, fine, which is true. I print the break statement. Okay, the moment I print the break statement, you see I directly come to goodbye. You see, I directly come to the goodbye statement, pyt. I am not even printing anything. So all the statement within the for loop will actually not execute and directly come out of the loop. We will again see a PowerPoint presentation for the same thing. So here is a PowerPoint presentation. When I have break here, right, so I'm testing the expression. If the expression is false, definitely it will come out of the for loop. Okay. If the expression is true, I execute the statement of the loop. See, the moment I'm encountering a break, I directly come out of the loop. See this arrow. I'm directly coming out of the loop. If no break is encountered, remainder of the following for loop or while loop is executed. Right? So break and continue are like opposite of each other, right? So in simple terms also, like when you press the brakes of a car, it immediately stops, right? That is how you can remember. And when you are continuing, you can continue with your own speed. So there is no loop breaking. This is a very simple triology that you can remember. So Python has an interesting thing called as pass also. So what is pass, right? So you remember when you used to participate in GK questions and everything. So for a given question, if you don't know the answer, you just say pass, right? So that means you are not quitting the show, but you just don't know the temporary answer. Okay. So what happens here? So the moment I encounter, see what happens in Python. So for example, this is a for if loop. Okay. In the if loop, I have to specify at least one statement, right? For letter in Python, I'm having if letter is equal to h. You see, if my I just keep like this. If my if loop is empty, I don't want to do anything if I match h. But that is not allowed. You have to keep something, right? So there is a thing called okay. You can print blank code. Even that is fine. Okay, and then you print all the current characters. So you see this pyt h does not print python. Okay, here everything is printing because when the letter is h, I am printing a blank space and also the current letter. Now let us see what happens with pass. Pass basically does nothing. Pass is just like, okay, you don't want to execute anything, but the syntax requires us key, okay, one statement has to be there a part of if. Such blank cases, you can just write pass. So whenever h comes, do nothing, right? So when you study classes and objects, at that time, many places you will use pass. And at times also you can just use pass instead of writing print or printing some like random things on the string. Pass is a better way to use it. So that's it with this tutorial. Break, continue, and pass. Thank you.